Aren't you a man?
So it's talking about you as well. Well done, Nassine. Well
I don't
done.
believe in the Bible.
Well done,
Who
Nassine.
says I follow the Bible? It's you who follows
Well
the
done,
Bible.
Nassine.
And it teaches the man is born like a donkey.
So-
do you believe this?
So,
do you believe this?
let's read it in context. Let's see what it's saying. Let's see what it's saying.
Read for us, please.
Yeah, let's see what it's saying. Let's go to the chapter.
Content over everything.
Here you go, front
I
view.
want to see the chapter, please.
Read loud.
No, we're going to see the
Read
chapter.
loud. Your Bible says you are a donkey.
No,
Give
he
me my
doesn't.
phone. You are not reading.
I'm going to read it in context. I want to read it
It
in
says
context.
you are a donkey.
It
Nothing
says in
else.
the Quran the sun sets in a puddle of mud. That's what it
Give us
says.
the verse.
That's what
Give
it
us the verse.
says.
Have the Quran.
Yeah,
here.
I'll show you.
Yes. But
Notice.
you accept you are a donkey.
No. What I accept
You are
is that
accept you are a donkey.
this is a classic
Yeah.
misuse
No.
of the
Your
text by the
Bible,
Dawah
Job
team.
11:12, it says you are a donkey.
What does it say in
And it says you are a
context?
foolish.
What does it say in
Right, what
context?
else? You are a
What
donkey.
does it
You
say in
are a
context?
fool. My friend,
What does
you
it say
better
in
stop
context?
believing in this
He's
book.
quoting. Okay.
It humiliates you.
Since
It
the
says
book
to
of
you
Job
to
is in
surrender
this Bible.
and pay the jizya.
The book of Job
Everything
is in
you
this
don't
Bible.
like, your Bible teaches you to do
What's
it.
the reference?
What I'm going to do for you.
What's the reference? Let's look it up. The book of Job is in here.
What I'm going to do
The
for you.
book of Job
your
is in
Bible
here.
humiliates you.
The
You are
book of
fool.
Job is
You
in
are a
here.
donkey. You are to pay
What's
the
the
jizya.
reference? What's the
Right.
reference?
Whatever, under
Did you
any
hear
context.
that? He said I had to pay the jizya.
Yes.
This
You want to see it?
supremacist
You want
wants
to see
to
the
impose
verse? You want to see
this
the
tax
verse?
upon me.
Yeah.
I have to pay the
Tax for
jizya.
protection.
Jizya
is tax for protection.
Thank you. Protection
Yes.
from the Islamic State that wants to
Yes,
oppress
proven.
me. Thank you.
You donkey.
Thank you for proving
Yes.
the point.
Nonsense.
So,
Come to
let's
talk.
go.
You
Job,
don't know your
Job,
own
what's the
beliefs.
verse? What's the reference? What's the
What's the
reference?
reference?
What's the reference
About
in
the
Job?
donkey.
About the donkey.
11:12.
11:12.
Mr. Bible
Yep.
followers.
Let's go to it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of the donkey.
Say I'm donkey.
So, for those of you,
Don't become a
for
Christian.
those of you
You are not a
that
donkey.
can listen,
You are a human with
unlike this
dignity.
guy,
Allah wants
unlike
you
this
to be a
guy,
man of dignity, not a donkey.
the book of
This
Job
man wants you to be a
is what is
donkey.
part of called wisdom literature.
Yeah, wisdom. You are a
It
donkey.
uses-
The wisdom teaches
It
you are a donkey.
uses this literature
What wisdom that I am a
to
donkey and you are a
speak
donkey?
about, to
Are you
speak
really a
about
donkey?
the providence of God.
Read
So,
for us.
It
Read.
has a dialogue,
A dialogue.
between Job and his
Well,
friends.
do not need your
So we're going
explanation.
to read
It is the Bible
a few
speak.
verses before and a few verses
Yeah,
after.
you cannot run
11,
away.
12.
Read.
Okay, listen carefully.
Yeah.
So let's capture
Yeah.
it. Then Sophar and Nabmathite answered,
Go to the verse, please.
shall a multitude of words go unanswered, and a talkative man be acquitted? Shall your boast silence men, and shall you scoff, and none rebuke? For you have said, my teaching is pure, and I am innocent in your eyes. But would that God might speak and open his lips against you, and show you the secrets of wisdom. For sound wisdom has two sides. Know then that God forgets a part of your iniquity. Can God discover the depths of God? Can you discover the depths of God? Can
11,
you
12, please.
discover the limits of the Almighty? They are high as the heavens. What can you do? Deeper than Sheol. What can you know? Its measure is longer than the earth,
How long
and
you wanna read
broader
before?
than the sea. If he passes by or shuts up or calls an assembly, who can restrain him? For he knows false men, and he sees iniquity without investigating. An idiot will become intelligent when the foal of a wild donkey is born a man. So the point that this brother was misquoting is the fact that the characters in the book of Job are stating that a man who believes that he can penetrate the mystery and the depth of God and the mysteries of God
It says,
as a fool And only such a fool would become intelligent when a donkey is born of a man.
Wild
In other
ass,
words,
wild
since
ass.
no donkey will be born of a man, no man can fully understand God.
I am
you,
reading-
sir, have been corrected in toto.
Corrected.
You king.
What?
Jesus is Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Jesus is Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Jesus is Lord.
Praise the Lord.
What's your next verse? Let's go to the Quran. Let's
I'm
go
gonna
to the
read the
Quran.
Bible here.
Quran time.
For when
Quran
man
time.
will be wise, though man
Quran time.
be born like a wild ass.
Yeah,
He didn't listen. Quran time.
I'm not gonna listen.
Quran time.
Quran time.
So,
Does it say
let's
I'm born
get the
like a
Quran.
donkey or not? Yes or no?
no, it
No.
doesn't.
So what it says?
It doesn't.
Man born like
It
what?
compares.
Who's born like a donkey?
You didn't listen, did you?
version of
It says
Who's born like
an
a donkey?
intelligent man, a fool will become an intelligent man
Man is born like
when a man is born of a donkey.
No, it doesn't
You
say
didn't
born of a
listen.
donkey. King James.
So-
here. Which Bible have you been reading from?
I was reading from the NASB.
Anyways.
That's not the Quran.
Anyways,
I'm done.
anyways,
I'm done.
he's beaten.
I'm done.
Thank you.
No, I'm not
Topic
beaten.
closed.
I'm not
Let's
accepting
move-
approval.
let's move into the
There's no
Quran.
point. You're a
Let's
donkey.
move into
You're
the
a fool
Quran.
and broke.
Surah
That's it.
18, Ayah 86. We've done one verse in the Bible. It's only fair now
Aye,
we
but
do
start from
an
two.
ayah in the
Yeah,
Quran.
but start from two chapters before like you did.
Witness people,
that's fair.
I have
Surah
given this
18,
man full chance to read all what
86.
he want to read.
Start from
Say what he
18.
want to say.
Start from
86.
86.
Let's see
Now he
if he's gonna
says
be give us
he
the
gave
same
me a
right.
full chance to say
Yes.
what I want to
Yes.
say.
Haven't
But
I?
as I recall,
Have you read all what
when
you
I
want?
was speaking, he didn't shut up
I'll
once.
let you read all
He
what
didn't shut up once.
I'll let you read.
Did you hear that? Surah 18. Surah
Have
18.
I let you read or not?
86.
I have
Surah
not
18,
proven it. It
86.
is written here. You're
And
born
then all
like a
you
donkey.
did is continue talking.
Wild ass.
So-
in fact.
Let us be fair.
Is it difference?
We'll
Wild
read
ass
from
and
a
donkey.
few
Can you please
verses
tell us?
above. I'm going to read from the parikati that has been divided by the Muslim scholar, not by me. So I'm reading
Yeah.
from section 11, where section 11 is announced by the translator. I'm going to begin from there. Okay? They asked thee concerning Dul al-Qarnayn. Say, I will rehearse to you something of his story. Verily we established his power on earth, and we gave him the ways and the means to all ends.
All right.
One such way he followed, until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it set in a spring of murky water.
Who found it?
Near it he found
found
a
it?
people. We said, O Dul Qarnayn,
Yeah.
either to punish them or to treat them with kindness.
Yeah.
The Quran is saying that the sun was found
The
to be
Quran-
set
according-
setting
who
in a
saw it?
spring of murky
Can I have the book now?
water.
I'm gonna read. Let me have my reply. I have let you have your reply. Can I have my reply?
Yes, of
Can
course.
I have my reply?
Yes,
Can I have my
yes.
book?
No, this is my book. It's not
Oh,
your
your
book. Yes, it's
So
my
I want to
book.
read in it.
Yeah, I'll hold it for
I
you.
gave you my phone to read
I
from
will
or
hold
not?
it for you.
Did I give you my phone to
I
read
don't
from
care
or
if
not?
you gave me your phone.
Aren't you?
There
Aren't
you go.
you?
I'm
Aren't
hold-
you able to be like me even? Just to let me read.
I'm placing myself
I give
as
you
your
my own
servant,
phone in my hand.
and I am holding the book
I
for
let you have my phone.
so that you don't risk a paper
I let
cut
you have
to your
my phone
delicate
or not.
fingers.
I let you have
Now,
my
I'm
phone.
holding it.
Right.
I'm holding it for you.
Okay. Simple.
Read it.
Until he reached the setting of the sun.
Yes.
He found it
Yes.
set. What does it mean he found it set?
It means he found it set,
Yes.
as in that's where it went down.
Right.
That's when it
Thank
went
you
down.
very much. Do you find the sunset in the sea or not?
What does it say?
Answer me.
In.
Answer me.
In.
Do you
He
find
found
the
it
sunset?
set in
I asked you
a
a
spring
question.
of
You need
murky
to answer
water.
now.
What?
Do you find the sunset in the ocean or not?
No, of course not.
Yes. It seemed to you.
No,
when
it doesn't
goes
seem to me.
under,
No, it
that
doesn't
has been
seem to
hitting
me.
so.
I'm
Listen.
more intelligent than
It is
Mohammed.
about the
It
vision.
does not seem to me
Sir.
that the sun sets in a spring of murky
When
water.
you see the sun setting by the sea, while you are standing by the sea, you see the sun setting hiding behind this view, behind the sea in front of you. This is the description, right? Otherwise,
That's not what it
the
says.
Quran speaks about the sun being
That's
granite.
not what it
You
says.
wanna speak it. Do you mind I speak?
Hey, practice what you preach.
Quran is
Practice
saying-
what you preach. My
This is
God.
joking now. This is
Practice what you
the
preach.
The clown now is appearing.
Now,
The Quran, I want
clown,
to say
the
one
donkey,
thing. Give me half
the
a second.
stupid.
Yes, you are. No, wait. The Quran is saying about the sun.
Tafsir is something
أخي،
that the
أخي.
Dawah team
لا، لا.
use and don't use whenever
Don't
it
let him run
suits
away.
them.
Let-
When a Tafsir
Listen.
talks about flying carpets in the
Open your-
Quran,
open
Shamsi
your ears.
says the Tafsir
Let
is
me
not
talk,
believable.
Bob.
say that.
Let me talk. Does the Quran says the sun is constantly running in an orbit or not?
No, I don't believe it does.
If I show you,
No, wait, yes, it talks about it taking
here you
place.
go.
Yes.
How it can
A course,
be sitting
a course
in murky
that
water
ends in
and at
a
the same
puddle of
time,
murky water.
Do you mind? Now,
That's what it
Bob
says.
is exposed.
Not really.
He agrees.
The Quran is
says about the
exposed.
sun. He saw it.
So-
he saw it sitting. But the Quran about the sun, factually speaking, Quran says the sun constantly running in an orbit 9 nights.
What it says is that, oh, he's running away! He's running away! He's running away! Running away! Thank you!
No
Thank
one
you!
to speak to
Thank
our
you.
donkey.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
This is his supremacist ideology right here.
Your Bible says you
He
are
wants to
born like a
abuse.
donkey.
He abuses
Yeah, yeah.
Christians because he believes he is
I'm
superior
not
to
abusing
Christians.
Christians. Only
So,
you. I have
Surah
good Christian
18.
friends. This man
Surah
is a liar.
1886.
He says I abuse Christians.
There is a
How
hadith.
you can conclude?
There is a hadith.
Don't you know?
There is a
I'm
hadith
friendly
in
with
which
many
Muhammad-
Christian people I know.
Right, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
He agreed. The Quran speaks
This is a
about sun
hadith.
being running in
Notice he
orbit.
doesn't want to listen.
No madness.
Notice he
but it's
does
all-
not want to
You
listen.
have agreed the Quran
So,
saying the sun
for
has an
those
orbit.
of you that want to
What does
listen,
it mean to be running in
because
an orbit?
the Quran should not be interpreted
Okay, he wanna expose
by
us.
him or me.
Bob,
It should be interpreted by Muhammad. And Muhammad's example is caught in the hadith. So let's see how the hadith
Move it back.
interpret this
Bob,
ayah.
Bob, before I go,
Narrated
Do you
by
mind?
Abu
do
Dar.
you mind before I
Do you
go?
want to hear the hadith? Speak up because he can't hear
I
you.
do not have for
Do you want to hear the hadith?
I do not have.
Do you want to hear the
We have
hadith?
exposed you on the sun
Okay.
question. Why you want to change the
Narrated
topic?
by Abu Dar.
No, let's talk
The
about the
Prophet
sun
asked
question.
me
Was
at
you wrong?
sunset,
Was you wrong about the sun? or
do
not?
you know
Yeah.
where the sun goes at the time of sunset? I, meaning Muhammad, replied, Allah and his apostle know better. I don't know why Muhammad is speaking of himself in the third
We don't need your
person.
explanation. Just read the hadith.
So,
If you want us to speak to you,
He
be
said-
respectful.
it
You
goes,
are not allowed to
i.e.
disrespect
travels,
Muhammad.
till
gonna be
it
disrespectful to the
prostrates
Prophet,
itself
not gonna
underneath the
continue.
throne
Do you
and
mind, sir?
takes
Do you mind?
the
There is no
permission to rise again. And it is permitted. And then a time will come when it will be about to prostrate itself, but its prostration will not be accepted, and it will be asked permission to go on its course, but it will not be permitted, but it will be ordered to return whence it comes, so it will rise in the west. Abu Dar said, this is another hadith, I was sitting behind the apostle of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun
You
was
are asking
setting,
me right now, isn't it?
and he asked,
Is this question for
do
me?
you know
Is this for
where
me?
this sets, meaning the sun?
Is this for me?
I, meaning Muhammad, replied, Allah and his apostles know best. He said, it sets in a spring of warm water. That's what the hadith said. That's what the ayah of the Quran should be interpreted by. You have been exposed
I have not
for the
spoken.
ignorant man you are,
I have not
as
answered
well as
anything
a
yet.
man lacking any etiquette at all.
Have I answered
It's a
already?
physical place where people
How you can
sitting
make a
around,
conclusion?
Yeah.
which does not make sense.
I
You
know.
are having conversation together, it seems.
Well, because there's no point having a conversation with you.
So why you say I'm
You
running
never
away?
stop talking.
If I move away,
You never stop
if
talking.
I move away, he say I'm running away.
So reply
And
to the
if I
hadith.
come back for him,
with him,
he
deal with
say
him,
I don't
Reply
want
to
to
the
have
hadith.
conversation with you. No, question up.
Reply to the hadith.
Do you want to have conversation with me or
Reply
not?
to the hadith.
Before anything.
I'll let you reply.
No, it's not you let me. If I move away, you're going to say I'm running away.
You are running.
If I come back, you say I do not want to speak with you.
I
Which
hear a lot
one?
of noise, but not an answer.
Which one you want? You want to speak?
I want
or
you
want me
to
move away?
address how Muhammad understood the verse
Are
of
you
the
asking
Quran.
me the question?
Yes, I've just asked you.
Are you going to let me answer fully
Of
without
course
any
I am.
disturbance?
If you could actually stop waffling and get on with
I'm
it.
not waffling. Previously, he agreed he was wrong when he said the Quran teaches that the sun set in murky water. He agreed that the Quran says the sun is running in its orb.
Sorry.
Do you mind?
I didn't notice.
Do you
Don't
mind?
misrepresent
Let me finish.
I did not agree that I was wrong that the Quran said in a pool of murky water.
Yeah, no.
I
Says
did
he
agree.
saw it.
I did agree.
What does
I
it mean he
did-
saw it?
He saw it.
All right.
Setting in a spring
He
of
saw
murky
it.
water.
But the Quran in another place.
Not above, not
Right.
over, not far from.
Right.
In.
Good.
In.
Good.
Learn your
We
prepositions.
are making progress now.
We are in Hyde Park.
Calm down.
Speaker's
Calm
Corner.
down.
We are not
Now.
adjacent to,
Slowly,
far
slowly,
from,
slowly,
over,
slowly.
distant
Let's
to.
analyze.
We're in the park.
Let's analyze.
Setting sun
All right.
in a spring
Oh,
murky of water.
We heard you.
Learn
We
your
heard-
prepositions.
We heard you. We heard you. But the sun said about the sun, speaking factually, the sun is running in its orbit constantly. Is this mentioned in the Quran or not?
Show me where it says constantly.
Yes.
Let's see that.
Fact check, fact check.
Because the hadith that was used,
Yeah,
the hadith
We
that
have
was
to go-
used also spoke
Let's get the
about the
verse.
sun following a course.
Right,
So I have
right,
no
right.
problems
Right,
with the
right.
idea that the sun follows a course.
Here you go. Now,
No problem.
Now he's speaking.
But the course
Yeah.
includes
So,
setting
you
in
cannot
to a
say-
spring of murky water.
He saw it.
Setting in.
If he
Why do you
saw it-
always miss that
Right,
bit out?
Yes, fine. I saw the
So
sun.
let's see
I saw
the
the
ayah,
sun
please.
sitting in the sea.
The ayah, please.
Now, do you see the sun hiding behind
I
the
have
sea
never
or not?
seen or ever have I said that the sun sets in the sea.
Yeah,
I am
have seen
smarter
it.
than
Many
Muhammad.
people saw
I'm
it.
sorry.
In the vision, seeing the thing happening.
No
You are talking
one
about the vision.
sees the
Do
sun
you
setting in
understand
the
or you're a
sea.
fool?
No one sees it.
Right.
So the ayah and the surah.
I'll
please.
give you, sir. 1 second. Chapter 36,
36.
if you please.
Yep. Ayah
40.
40.
Thank you.
Fact check.
Okay.
He saw it.
Give him a chance.
If I see the sun setting in a place, I'm saying what I have seen. It does not say the sun goes there. Here is what the sun is about. Read loud. Quran 40, verse.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
He's really in
36.
trouble, guys. He
Read,
doesn't
please.
know what he's just let
Read,
himself in
please,
for.
out. Can you just read? 36, 40.
He's in trouble.
Roasting now.
Now, because he insists
Why you are
that
not
we read,
reading? Just read, please.
I don't need to obey you. I'm not your dimmy. He wants to walk
Why
away.
should I speak to
he
this
wants
man?
to walk away.
If I give him a verse
So,
and tell him please
I'm
read,
going to
he
read
doesn't
it.
want to read it.
But let's read it all.
What should I do for him?
Because he just dug himself a ditch and he doesn't even know.
Why you cannot just
read
read?
it,
Are you listening?
Can he read?
Listen carefully.
36,
Listen.
40.
Because he's made his problems worse.
Aye.
Can you just read, please?
Right, listen.
Give us your
38
comments.
to 40, including 39.
Read number 40, please.
We're going to read 38
I
to
need you
40.
to read 40 first. After this, do
I
whatever
am
you want
not
to
your
do.
dimmy. I don't do what
Here
you
you
say.
go. Bob the Builder.
And the
cannot
sun
read a verse. I'm telling him
runs
to
his
read.
course for a period determined for him. That is the decree of the exalted in might, the all-knowing. And the moon, we have measured for it mansions till she returns like the old lower part of a date stalk. It is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon, nor can the night outstrip the day. Each swims along in orbit.
Thank you.
Now,
Here you go.
now,
Continue. Tell me what you want to say about this.
so, one,
Here is a Christian.
one,
Hey, he made a good point, brother.
it's in,
They didn't know back then.
it's in the Bible.
But they didn't
It says the sun and
Does
the
it
moon
run in
that
the
you have
orbit?
laid in their courses.
Does the sun
We
run?
have the same thing in the
Does it
Bible.
say here the
There's
sun
nothing amazing
running in
about it.
orbit or not?
Anyone on earth can see the sun in an orbit.
Yeah.
Aristotle
Does it-
talked about the orbit
He's
of the
not
planet
answering. What
and the
more I can
sun.
do for him?
You are ignorant
You are running
again.
away, talking to
Ignorant
side.
again.
I am the only conversation
So-
with you. Does
so-
it run in an orbit or not?
I've never denied that it did.
Here you go.
Never
The
denied.
previous verse.
I never
he
built my
shows the sun. Here
setting
is your
in a
problem.
puddle of mud.
All right.
Does the Bible
Right.
say that
Yes.
If you see the sun setting in
Yes.
the ocean, or
Where
the
does it
sea,
say
You are seeing
continuously?
it. But when the Quran spoke factually,
Your word, you
Do you
said,
mind? Do you mind? Do you
you
mind?
said,
Let me finish.
you said, it runs
we want
continuously.
to have a conversation,
Where's the
man.
word continuous here?
Allow the conversation. Running.
Running, where does it say continuously?
What is the tense used here? Which tense? Which tense? Because you are not Arab. What is the tense here?
Swims,
In
along,
present.
in its orbit,
Present.
swims.
What does present tense? What does it mean?
Yes, it means it's an action that you're doing.
Continuous.
It is a continuous action.
Thank you.
But it doesn't imply continuous.
It is
Can you,
continuous
if
action.
I say he swims, does that mean he's always swimming? No, exactly. You don't know your tenses. Thank you very
Where the
much.
Quran says the sun have stopped.
So-
wait. Where the Quran says the sun have stopped.
The surah,
To negate, it's
So,
not present all the
let's
time.
be clear.
No, answer
The
me.
ayah,
Just answer me.
I am going to answer you if
Yeah.
you could shut up.
Just answer.
Can you shut up?
Give me the verse.
Can you shut up?
If you give me the verse.
Can you be shut up?
If you give me the verse.
The ayah that I quoted does not imply that the sun stops orbiting. It simply says
Thank you.
that it
So
sets
why you are making the
into
argument?
a spring of murky water.
Why are bringing the argument?
So his
If you-
argument
if you
does
believe-
not justify his text.
Bob,
But let's be
Are you
clear.
self-contradictory now?
Let's be clear.
Are you self-contradictory?
This ayah states something that is illogical.
Illogical how?
Illogical.
How?
It says it
Yeah.
is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon.
Yes.
Nor can the night outstrip the day.
Yes.
For those
Is it
of
day
you,
now or night for us?
for those
Is it
of
day or
you
night now?
that have studied astronomy,
You cannot stop this
moon,
man from making
the
false
moon.
allegations.
the moon, the sun does not orbit the moon. The moon orbits the
I
earth.
need to go.
The earth
Make your point.
orbits the
Please,
sun.
I need to go.
The astronomy described in the Quran is in error. It
Bob,
implies something that is false.
Bob, let's please make one
Oh,
point.
I'm reading the English.
I need to go.
Can
Be
you read
respectful.
Arabic? Oh, so she's reading the English
This
too.
man-
But she's reading
Bob,
the
everyone is
English,
seeing you.
and I'm wrong.
Everyone is
I'm
seeing you.
reading the English,
Sister, I need
but
to
I'm
go.
not right. So how can a non-Arabic speaker tell me I'm wrong?
Are you in conversation with her?
This is the logic
Are
with both of
in
you.
No, I'm not. I
With
have
both
not
of
agreed.
you.
I have not agreed. You have conversation.
I
with
am
me.
not your dhimmi. I don't do what you say.
I'm going to move and let you have
Of
the conversation.
course you're
with
going
her.
to run away.
If you want me to stand here,
Carry
speak
on.
with me only.
I don't need to do what you
I
say.
have to go.
I don't need to do.
No, if you want to speak
Notice
with me,
the
you need to
supremacist
speak to
logic
me alone.
of my interlocutor.
Every time you are called,
I
you run
have
away.
to do what he says, and because I
Every time you are
refuse, he's
called,
walking
you run
away.
away to the lady.
I am running away.
Yeah.
I
It's
am
a
running away.
conversation.
But who's walking away?
Because you are not
Who's
engaging.
walking away?
You want me to stand.
So tell
and you are
me.
not engaging me. Why should I stand? Am I fool like you?
Tell me,
Why should I stand?
Tell me.
If you want to speak to the lady and not me, why should I stand? Can you explain to me?
Tell me. You said that
Why
the night...
should I stand?
I'm going to prove you
if
wrong.
You are talking to the lady
I'm
and not
going
me.
to prove you wrong. He said that the night cannot outstrip the day.
Stop.
So tell me, what is an
Are you
eclipse?
a troll?
What
Are you
is
troll
an
or not?
eclipse?
Are you trolling me now?
Right, the
Are you
Quran
trolling me
says...
now?
Tell me.
Why?
It says that night cannot outstrip the day.
That's why I do it.
Tell me, what is an eclipse?
If I'm going to answer you,
Answer the
and you
question.
start talking to the lady on the side,
Yeah, I'm asking you
why
now.
should I talk to you?
Answer me now.
Do you?
Says in the Quran...
Do you stand
Says in
to
the
listen
Quran,
to the end?
nor can night outstrip the
Yes,
day,
yes.
because it is not permitted.
You are
Notice,
asking, you want an
it
answer?
is not permitted
Yes.
for the sun to catch the moon or the moon to catch up to the sun. So tell me, what the hell is an eclipse if it is not the moon stopping the sun? Answer the question.
I'm going to answer you.
Yes, please.
But you're not going to speak to anyone aside.
I want you to answer the question.
No, if you...
I am
gonna
not your dhimmi.
get-
I don't do what you
So
say.
why should I answer you?
I don't think you
Every
can.
time I open my mouth to answer,
Are you going to answer the
he
question?
immediately start the
Do you want to hear
conversation
the answer
aside.
to the question?
No, it's not fair.
Answer the question.
This is your sheep here.
Oh, he's insulting you now.
Yes.
He's not happy just to insult me
Aren't
as
they
a
the
donkey.
sheep?
Every one of you.
Your book call
who
you
said
sheep.
Yes,
What's wrong with this?
Are a sheep now to him.
Is the Bible?
This is his
Does the
supremacist
Bible call you
logic.
sheep or not?
So,
Does Jesus call you a sheep or
answer
not?
my question.
Jesus call you a sheep or not?
Answer the question.
Tell me
Do
I'm
you
wrong.
want to hear him answer
Yeah.
my question? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, the Quran says that the night cannot outstrip the day. Explain to me what is an eclipse.
No one answering him. Every time I try to answer, he starts talking to
You're not answering my question.
Why should I answer you?
See?
Why are you not listening?
Answer the question.
What is the point?
I'm going to not
to
talk
answer
for 3 minutes
someone who does
because
not
he's
respect
going to answer my question.
To let me
I'm going to be
speak.
silent now.
No, I'm not
Answer
gonna
my question.
Unless you say you're going to listen to the end, I'm not going to answer.
He will.
No, he has to say it.
Bob, just say you will. Come on.
Yeah, come on. He can't. He cannot stand the truth. He has to divert.
Naomi, help him.
So I have to go away because every time I'm going to answer, he will start, wah, wah, wah. You cannot be civilized. You are an idiot. You are a fool. You are a donkey.
And by the way, you're all sheep.
Here we
He's running away.
I'm not running away.
I'll ask you again.
I'm not.
The Quran
When you are ready
states,
to let me
the
talk,
Quran says,
I will answer.
no can night
Yeah.
outstrip the day. Why? Because it is not permitted to the sun to catch up the moon, nor the night outstrip the day.
Can I answer without being
swims
disturbed?
along in its own orbit.
Thank you.
So what is an eclipse
So-
if not the moon
Yeah.
blocking
Have you
the
read the
light
entire Quran?
of day?
Have you read the entire Quran?
I'm waiting for your answer.
Now answer me. Does the Quran talk about eclipse or not?
I'm waiting for your answer.
Does the Quran talk about eclipse or not?
I'm waiting for your answer.
You are saying the Quran says eclipse does not happen.
I haven't said that.
The Quran is saying Paul's saying it's happening.
I haven't. So
Bob,
we got a contradiction in the Quran.
Bob,
then.
it's no contradiction.
It is a contradiction.
The sun, I'm going to answer without being disturbed.
Well, get on with it.
I
then.
am going to answer now without
Get
being
on with
disturbed.
it then. I know you think you're scary,
I'm not.
but I promise you, you're not. So
I'm
answer
not
the
scaring
question.
you. You are scared.
You really do
What
not.
can I do for you?
Nobody scares
You are
me, brother.
scared, but
My
I'm
fear is
not
to God
intending to
alone,
scare you.
not to anyone
You
else.
should be courageous.
I will ask
you
you
have
again.
the Holy Ghost in you. Why are
The
you scared from
Quran
me?
states that night
Yeah.
cannot outstrip the day. And then he said, do you remember? He said, is it not night time now? That's what he said. So what he's saying is, night and day do not happen at the same time.
Can I answer?
That's what he said.
Can I answer without
I've-
being disturbed?
So,
simple question.
answer the question.
Simple question.
Go on, answer my question.
Can I answer without being disturbed?
Yes.
No. He need to say it. Can I answer
Do you
without
notice
being
his delay?
disturbed?
Do you actually want him to answer the question?
Every time I attempt to answer this
before
idiot,
Christmas.
he disturbs me. This idiot, every time I want to answer, he disturbs me. I'm not going to answer. You want an answer? You're
I'm
going
funny.
to respect.
I think I've asked him several
And allow
times
me
for
to
an
answer
answer,
without being
but he's
disturbed.
still unsure.
Yeah, I'm not-
He's still unsure.
I'm
Maybe
not.
there's a language
If you
problem.
move away, I'm going to give
I
full
will.
answer for the
I
camera.
will begin again.
Yeah.
What is your answer?
Once I
the
start
Quran
to speak,
states.
you're
The
shouting.
Quran
full
states
stop.
that
This is the problem.
nor can the night outstrip the day. What then is a solar eclipse?
You are making a problem now. I need answer without being disturbed. Do you give me this? Yes or no? You give me this.
I'm waiting.
No, you have to say.
I don't have to do what you say.
Oh, here you go. So if I try to answer,
He's
gonna
upset because I
disturb me.
won't be a dimmy.
No point giving him an answer for an idiot like
Do
this.
you want to hear the answer?
No, I'm not a fool like this.
Answer the
You're
question.
going to be listening. You're going to be listening.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, without any disturbance. Yeah, without any disturbance.
Bob, can you say yes,
You are
please?
civilized enough to
I'm
do
not
this.
his dimmy, bro. I'm not
I'm
his
not saying
dimmy.
you are dimmy. You don't have to be a dimmy to be respectful.
Do you see? He's not answering the question.
You are an idiot.
This is
Being
called
respectful
paddling.
means you are lower.
It's called
You're
treading
not
water.
dimmy or whatever.
He's putting off answering the question. I am going to time myself.
Any human
I am not
being-
going to speak for 3 minutes.
Bob,
I want him to
you
answer
are
the question.
an idiot. Because you ask somebody a question
And you're all sheep.
and you do not allow them to answer it. This is the action of an idiot only. I would like to answer you.
Before Christmas.
And I'm asking you,
Yeah, before Christmas, please.
Please,
Before Christmas.
allow me to answer without being disturbed.
Carry on.
Is this much?
Carry on.
Is this much to ask?
Right.
Be civilized and allow me to answer
3
without
minutes,
being disturbed.
guys.
No. Whatever. You can wait until New Year and Christmas, whatever you want to wait. I don't care. You are an idiot. If you are not an idiot, you are not going to disturb me.
Oh, what's happened there?
Let's stand there.
You keep repeating yourself.
Because I tried to answer many times.
He said, can you give your answer? And he's still waiting for your
The
answer and you're
moment
not
I
giving
start
it.
to answer,
Go on, Naomi.
he shouts
Tell him.
at me.
Tell him, Naomi.
Yeah. This fool,
And you keep saying, is
According
that
to
a
his
Christian?
Bible,
Is that a
think
Christian
he
way?
can
of
fool me.
Is that a Christian way, a Muslim way of behaving?
This is
Keep
the
saying-
love.
Using
He's
words
calling
like
people
fool and stuff like this.
Yeah,
his
tell him,
Bible
tell him,
calls him
Naomi.
fool.
Is that
So
your
it's
love
not
of
nice.
God or
Now,
your love
this
of...
book, madam, if you read in it, it says, Sample says, I have become full and I'm proud.
Yeah, now you're talking to me. Can you answer Bob, please?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer him.
Thank you. Oh, my word. Thank you.
Unless you agree not to disturb.
He's standing there silent. He hasn't interrupted you. You're talking to me,
Once
and
I
he's waited
talk,
there still for
once
like
I
6
speak,
minutes.
once I speak, he will do. Once I speak, he will do.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's quite good at talking. Maybe he needs to learn
We're not
to
gonna
listen.
get
So
good views
can
for
you
this
just
one, I tell you.
answer and then he'll hopefully stay quiet
No,
for
no.
the time he allows?
No.
Because he does have a
I
good way.
tried many times, it didn't work.
He does have a good way of
I
talking,
tried,
and sometimes
I
he might
tried,
interrupt.
I
But
tried
can you
many
just
times.
answer the question?
I tried many times, it didn't work. So what should I do?
We're still being a
2
kid.
minutes.
Yeah. Take over, you're going to answer him, answer him.
You answer
You are a
all of
Muslim,
us,
aren't you?
not him.
Are you a Muslim?
It doesn't matter what I am. I just
Who
want
are
to
you?
hear your
Answer
answer.
the question.
It doesn't matter what I
Why
am.
should I answer him?
Notice how he thinks you have to answer his question. Do what he tells
Why
you.
should I answer him?
That's the supremacy
Why should I
mentality.
answer him?
Imperialism. We don't
Why
like it.
should, why should I?
We don't like imperialism.
Yeah.
No Sharia law.
And using words like sheep and donkey, that's not very mature, is it?
It's not, but the Bible teaches so.
And stupid
I
and
wish
clown.
the Bible doesn't
We're
have
human
it.
beings, we're not sheep or
I agree
donkeys.
100
Yeah,
with you.
tell it now,
But
me.
this book says all this for them, and he cannot deny it.
And God, and if you use the word sheep, then it means that Jesus or God loves his sheep, which is
Yeah.
including you as well, my friend. He loves the people that follow him. So
I'm
that's what
Yeah,
sheep
he's a
means.
Even she can correct you. My
So-
gosh, man.
so-
Oh, no.
I do not
Right,
believe
guys,
in Christianity.
that was 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
And I asked him to answer the question, and you can see, even when I shut up and I don't speak, he doesn't answer the question. I think that speaks for
We do
itself.
not believe in the crucifixion.
I think that speaks for itself. I gave him 3 minutes without interruption, and he didn't want to answer. Do you know why?
Why, Bob?
Do you know why? Because in his supremacist mentality, he believes
It's
that
basic
every
human
Christian
right.
is beneath him,
It's basic
and
human
that we
right
should all
to
do
be
what he
respected. You
says.
cannot give me
And
a
unless
basic
we
human
humble
right
ourselves
that even
before
atheists will
him,
give to me.
he does not have to
Yeah.
deign himself to treat us like his equal. I
never
gave
said
him
this.
3 minutes
It's you,
to
it's not
answer the
creating me like your
question
equal. I
about
let
the
you
fact
read your scripture
that the Quran
all the time you wanna
states
read.
that night
Yeah.
cannot
Stop
overtake
your lies.
the day,
Have you ever heard me say
but a
that?
solar eclipse is
your
exactly
Bible
that.
says you are
Night overtaking
Me, I don't say this.
day. The Quran
Your Bible
says
calls you fool,
that
what
the
can I
sun
do
and
for
the
you?
moon can never overtake one another because they are in separate orbits. But a solar eclipse is precisely when the moon passes in front of the sun and interferes with
You
the direct
are
light
inconsistent.
from the sun, creating night.
Are
And
you
then
really
he said,
serious on this?
and then he said
Question,
that the
Bob.
Quran,
You really want to have
the
discussion on
Quran
this?
also speaks about eclipses.
Yeah.
So the Quran
Thank you very much.
contains
No, it's
contradiction.
not contradiction.
It acknowledges,
The sun and the moon have orbits, and sometimes eclipses
eclipses
happen.
as happening,
Yeah.
but then denies that night can overtake day.
The orbit does not change when
If you
eclipse
do
happen.
not, if
Does
you
the
do
orbit
not
change when eclipse
accept
happen?
that night can overtake day, you are denying the possibility of a solar eclipse.
Can I answer
That
that
is
being
what is the
disturbing?
Quran is saying. You had your chance,
Without
you
being
missed your
disturbed,
chance.
I'm waiting.
I don't need to give you another one.
Yeah, you're not.
Brothers
I know
and
you will never do
sisters,
it.
brothers and
You will never
sisters,
do it, Bob.
Wrap it up.
if
Wrap
the
it up.
Quran is full of factual errors, like saying
Nothing
that
proving
the
it.
sun sets
If you
in a
allow
puddle
civilized
of murky
conversation,
water,
we're gonna
and
examine
that
this.
night cannot
Just allow
overtake day,
civilized conversation.
bearing
All
in
what I'm
mind
asking-
that the only thing
All
that
what
night
I'm
is
asking, civilized
the
conversation.
absence of light, the absence of
Can
the
we have
sun's
timed
light.
conversation?
So if night
Here you go.
cannot overtake
Timed
day,
conversation.
then night,
Timed
which by
conversation about
definition
this topic.
is
Will
not
you take it?
the absence of light,
Can
then
we
the
have
Quran is in
timed
error.
conversation?
2 errors of an
Can we
astronomical
time it?
nature,
Bob, can we
when
time
the
it?
author of the Quran
Can you give me
is
equal
supposed to be all-knowing.
What more I can do for you?
The
I'm saying
Quran
equal
is
time.
not
How
from
we can
God,
believe this man
because
is
the
human
Quran
when
says
he's refusing to
its
have
own
equal time to speak
standard,
without disturbance.
its own standard is that
You see
if
my
this
point?
was from any other of Allah,
Can we
people
have
like
equal
me
time about it?
would find many errors
If you
in the
are
Quran.
truthful,
And the reality
you
is,
go for equal
I
time.
don't have to look far
Equal
to find
time,
errors in the Quran.
Equal time.
And when he was given the chance,
Equal
3
time.
minutes, when I
You
said
never give a
nothing,
chance, you
he
liar.
wasted the time
Equal time.
talking to him. Did you
We
all
have equal
see
time to
me
answer.
give him 3 minutes to reply?
Without disturbance.
Thank you very much. The man is
Go
so
on, not disturb
deluded
me.
in his way of
I need
thinking
equal time without
that even
disturbance.
when I shut up, he says that I'm oppressing him. That's his
Without
persecution
disturbance.
complex.
I
Right
am
there.
talking
He'll be
clear
accusing me of
English for you to
Islamophobia
understand.
next.
Can we have equal time?
I'm done now.
You're
I'm
done, you have to
going.
run away. I will speak after you
Ladies
go.
and gentlemen, I will go.
I'm
He had the
inviting
chance
Bob
to
for
debate
equal
me.
time.
He chose not
Give
to.
equal time. You want to
I
have debate?
greet you all
Equal time.
in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Debating, equal
God bless.
timing. each
Have a
other.
wonderful evening
Equal
and a very
time.
pleasant week.
Why not
Maybe
equal time?
next week, bro.
Next week, yes.
Next week,
Yeah.
if you can be
You have
bothered
to run away now.
conduct yourself with
Why not
etiquette.
equal time?
If you can also
What
be
is more
bothered
etiquette
to answer
than
questions
saying
and
equal time?
actually listen to the answers.
What more etiquette to
Take
say?
care.
Give each other
I am
equal
not
time.
your dimmy.
You're not my demon. I never
I
said so.
am not your dimmy.
I never claimed so. He's saying I'm claiming he's my dimmy because I'm saying let's have equal time. Matter of fact, every time I try to answer, he starts to talk somebody on the side. I'm wasting my time answering him because he's not listening. That's all what I'm saying. Plus, if he want to speak, I welcome his conversation. And before he leaves, I said let's discuss it. Having equal time. Everyone speak freely without being disturbed. He refused and walked away. What more I can do? Thank you.
Answer, Ahmed.
Yes, I can answer. You want to have it? You want to have the answer? Yes. Anyone asking me? I am here for anyone who want to answer. But you're going to let me speak without disturbance.
Why did you not answer the question?
Because every time I try to answer, he starts to talk somebody on the side or start shouting. he does not allow me to answer. All right?
He gave
And I told him, let's have equal time. If you want to speak without the other person speaking over, he refused.
We try again.
Well, he refused. He walked away. Try again.
my friend. He gave me a chance. At least.
Yeah, but every time before you join us from beginning, I tried this many times, and every time I try to speak, he speaks. I tried it before.
Try again.
No, it's not going to be like this.
He wanted
This
to
started,
that
Lala,
you
don't
are
worry.
weak.
I said
Like
to him
this.
equal time. If he is truthful, he should have accepted having equal time. Don't worry. If he is truthful, he will accept talking, giving each other equal time, talking without disturbance. But he refused. What can I do for him?
But
Right.
when he gave you chance
Yeah.
to try to
La.
have it.
He never gave me a chance.
don't
Every time I speak, he speaks over me.
Content over everything. From your humility.
Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen.
I can tell you this is not him because he doesn't have a heartbeat, number one. But don't use this for me. I'm joking. No, I'm joking around. Basically, my message to Sophia